Are you interested in science, technology and engineering? Would you like to work in nuclear energy? Have you excellent maths, physics and computer skills? Are you a problem solver? Can you concentrate for prolonged periods of time? Are you extremely safety conscious? If you've said yes to these questions, the occupation of nuclear power plant process controller might be the one for you. A nuclear reactor produces and controls the release of energy from splitting atoms of uranium. This energy is then used to make steam, which drives turbine generators. Apart from the manner in which the energy is released, a nuclear power station works like most coal or gas-fired power stations. A nuclear power plant process controller provides technical support and services for the operation and maintenance of nuclear power plant processes, systems, facilities and equipment. These controllers work under the supervision of a plant manager, and each nuclear reactor controller is responsible for the continuous and safe operation of a single reactor. Each process controller monitors the instruments that record the performance of the various components that make up the reactor unit. Nuclear power plants must have nuclear power plant process controllers on duty at all times monitoring the reactor. They check the various meters and gauges. They read and interpret instruments and the data that records the performance of the equipment in the reactor unit. The controller reviews the unit's control board and notes the parameters of the instruments. When necessary, they make adjustments to fission rate, pressure, water temperature, and the flow rate of the various pieces of equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. In addition to monitoring the instruments in the control room, the controller runs scheduled tests on equipment at the station. These tests include verifying pressure readings, flow readings, and vibration analyses. The controller must also perform scheduled tests on the electrical components in order to check the built-in safeguards are working properly. Nuclear reactor units must be periodically maintained and refueled. During the refueling, the turbine is shut down and taken offline by the controller. Once it's cooled and has been depressurized, the unit is opened up. Qualified technicians and engineers do any repairs, testing and scheduled maintenance. Depleted nuclear fuel is replaced with new fuel. The unit is then repressurized, reheated and brought back online by the controller. The Engineering Council of South Africa, or ECSA, is the statutory body that regulates the engineering professions in the country. A recognised tertiary qualification in engineering is usually required for entrance into occupations within this field. The employer gives further specialised training. This often involves training in a control room simulator. During this training, the controller is also taught safety procedures, regulations and plant policies. Newly qualified nuclear power plant process controllers work under the direction of a SIFT supervisor or senior controller. Progression in this occupation may involve more significant supervisory responsibilities. Some engineering technicians undertake further study. By completing a Bachelor of Technology degree in a relevant engineering field, a technician progresses to the level of engineering technologist.